Well, we do have a chance of storms later this evening, but in far southeast Oklahoma. That is why we do have our storm trackers out. We've got Val and Amy Castor. We also have Tom Pastrano. But outside of that, we're starting to see a little bit more sunshine here in Oklahoma City. Right now, I do not expect any thunderstorms in Oklahoma City by any means. There could, however, be the slightest chance for an isolated shower. Here's Links 1. We do have some storms that are developing across Dallas and areas just to the south. Well, eventually, this should start to spread off to the north and east. So storm chances will increase here in Oklahoma, but not for Oklahoma City. You can see where Val and Amy are, where Tom Pastrano are. They are going to continue to watch these storms as they kind of develop just to their south and east. In the meantime, this is our Chickasha camera, part of our Pike Pass Skycam network, seeing more of a partly cloudy sky, 64 degrees, a breezy west-southwest wind coming in at 16 miles an hour. Temperatures still in the upper 60s and low 70s across the far south and southwest. Lots of low 60s in the northwest, low 60s across the far east. And here's where the cold front currently is. Behind it, it is a northwest wind, anywhere between about 20 to as much as around 40 miles an hour. Out ahead of it, it is still a south wind between about 15 to 20. Once we get that cold front to move in, then that will completely diminish all of the storm chances. But nonetheless, the storm system will be moving through later this evening and overnight. You can see that severe thunderstorm watch over Texas. That does not include any portion of Oklahoma at this point, but we still have to watch for the potential of storms to develop in Oklahoma. This is just one of actually several storms that we could actually see over the next several days. Now, tonight, storm number 1. Over the next couple of days, it actually looks pretty warm and quiet. The fire threat will be increasing on Wednesday. On Thursday, though, storm number 2 arrives. With this particular storm, it looks like maybe in the afternoon and evening, there will be that higher chance of seeing some storms with the low threat that they could become severe. High net, it will be cooler, but not by a whole lot. By this weekend, we quickly start to warm back up into the 60s and 70s, and then storm number 3 is right around the corner. This one should arrive by early next week. We're looking at the Monday into Tuesday time frame. Right now, it does look like a stronger storm system that could bring the potential of higher severe storm chances. That would include all severe weather modes, but eventually that will pass on by, and we're going to start to cool off just a little bit behind that. So some of the latest data, once again, is still trying to pop up a few isolated showers and storms just to the south and east around Ada, McAllister. Eventually, that should start to increase in coverage a little bit more, but most of the severe weather should be taking place across Texas and really Arkansas. And then overnight tonight, just a few showers across the far east. Could still see a stray shower in central Oklahoma, but by tomorrow morning, it's still going to be windy. It's going to be a little bit cooler, but during the day, we're going to start to see decreasing clouds, and that wind's going to relax as well. So again, for this evening, a very slim chance of an isolated shower here in the metro, but the higher chances for rain and storms will certainly stay in southeast Oklahoma. And if they do develop, there is a low threat that they could become low and severe. We're talking up to quarter-size hail wind gusts, potentially up to 60 miles an hour. And then overnight tonight, those rain chances start to wind down and push even farther to the south and east. Tomorrow morning is actually going to be pretty cold. We're going to be waking up to the 30s in Oklahoma City, but the low to mid 30s across the north and west, the low 50s across the far east. And then tomorrow afternoon, a north wind that should relax a little bit more later in the day, but temperatures still make it into the mid and upper 60s for many of us, around 70 degrees though in Ardmore. And then on Wednesday, with that wind shifting back to the south and also picking up a little bit more, temperatures will climb into the mid 70s in Oklahoma City, mid and upper 70s across the west, around 80 degrees in southwest Oklahoma. We are looking for more of a partly cloudy sky, but with just how dry it really honestly has been over the past several weeks now, we still have that high fire threat, and it will be ramped up quite a bit, especially in western Oklahoma Wednesday afternoon. But here comes that next storm that will be moving in on Thursday. Out ahead of it, still a little breezy with highs back in the 70s. That will bring a pretty good chance of at least some widespread showers and storms across central and eastern Oklahoma. The farther west we go, there are still rain and storm chances there. They're just going to be a little bit less at this point, with the low threat that some of those storms in southeast Oklahoma could become severe once again. So this weekend actually looks really nice. It's going to be nice and warm and nice and dry. Guys, back to you.